I get asked this question a lot. Isn't it so hard having 5 kids? Isn't it so hard running a business? Isn't it so hard to do whatever it is that I'm doing in my life with 5 children? And I'd like to say, yes, it is, when I think that it is. And it's not, if I think that it's not. And I just learned how to do this, guys. So if you're out there and some days feel really, really hard, know that the next day can feel really, really great. And we just have to choose that experience, right? I can wake up one day and I can hear my kids crying, and I do. Some days I do. I like to lean more towards the side where I create ease in my life. And then I know I have the choice to be either which way that I choose to be in that moment. And either way that I choose, I don't judge it. I no longer judge it. I just let it go. And if today I woke up on the wrong side of the bed and my temper is a little bit shorter than the other days, I give myself the grace. I give myself that time, the space that I need to heal whatever it is in that moment that needs to be addressed. And it's just a lesson showing up for me to better myself. I do that because I would do that for anybody else. Why wouldn't I deserve the same grace, right? And what I find too, having 5 kids for me, yeah, there are going to be very difficult days, but then I've learned there's a power, and I can take that power back to choose. How do I want my day to look? How do I want to reframe possibly hearing my child cry? How do I want to reframe the days where I have to lay in bed a little longer and I can't get my work done and I can't clean my house to the way I want my house, or I expect my house to be clean? What do I do in those moments? So if this helps you, what I do, I'd love to share this with you, is I just surrender. I surrender to right now, my child needs me to love on him a little more. My child needs me to lay in bed a little longer. And if the work doesn't get done, it's okay, because it'll get done. It'll get done. It gets done when I'm in a happy, good state to be more efficient. And what happens is this joy that I now get, because in the past, I've had 5 children. In the past, I used to lay in bed a little longer, but think that I should be working and feel guilty about laying in bed a little longer and ride this momentum, this thought formation that I formed in my mind of guilt, shame, all of these things, because I need to be this person over here. I'm finally learning, no, I can be this person here that really enjoys laying in bed a little longer, and I'm going to receive that joy and that time that to spend with my child and my son, because I never got to do that in the past because I was working, right? And so now, instead of feeling guilt or shame, I know that I can serve the world around me much better, 1,000 times better, if I fuel myself with joy, with happiness, without feeling guilt. And now I no longer need to hold on to those feelings, and I can surrender, let them go, sink into the moment, receive the moment, because when we receive these moments and these good feelings, what happens is they show up for us a little more often. Our body starts to normalize joy, happiness, ease. In the past, my body did not normalize those feelings, right? I got used to the hustle, the grind, the work, the stress. That was the norm. And so now that I'm experiencing ease and happiness and joy, it seems to come a little more easy to me. So for those of you out there who are possibly going through something similar, where you're just learning to sink into the ease, and at times it's a bit difficult, because when it starts looking easy from the outside, people no longer give you sympathy. People no longer give you the help. People no longer give you the support. It's almost as if we've been trained to make it look hard at times to get the attention that we want from others, the sympathy, the love. So we've almost turned ourselves into situations where we're trauma bonding at this point, and nobody grows, right? It feels better to be around people who are suffering just like you to feel better about your situation. But reality is, if we can get ourselves out of those situations, we can be the ones to teach others how we did that. So just a little note for all of you out there who are going through things really, really hard, and you don't publicize it. You don't try to get likes or followers or friends or trauma bonds out of the hardships taking place in your life right now, and you make it look easy, and every day you put that smile on your face anyways, even though you want to frown, even though you might be sad, but yet you find all the energy in you to find that little ounce of happiness in you, because that's the part of you that you want to share with the world around you. I applaud you. I thank you for that. You know, I am you at times, and we're all going through the same thing. We're all going on this similar journey, and we can all choose which way we want to lean. Are we going to lean on the parts where we're complaining, where we're just focused on the people who wronged us, where we're just focused on blaming others? Or are we going to choose to lean on the part that also exists at all times, and it's that part of peace. It's that part of finding our inner joy, our inner happiness, and then from there, then serving others out of that really good space. So just put that message out there. Get us all to think every single day we have a choice to choose better. And when we are